If you guys didn't know, recently Pixelgun 3D introduced a new gifting system, and for a while it was completely broken. Hundreds of players found out that you could gift 6,700 Pixel Pass tickets to your friends for only 8 cents, and that is of course US currency. Just to put that in perspective, normally 6,700 Pixel Pass tickets would cost someone close to $100, so they were getting quite the discount, way over 99% discount there. Now you guys may think that this is an extremely good thing, but this is actually an extremely bad thing, and today I'm going to talk about it in this video because not only are Pixel Pass tickets at risk, but gems are at risk, and so much is going on in the game, and I just kind of want to clarify what the heck is going on with prices in Pixelgun 3D. Now, Pixelgun has so much currency in the game, such as silver, keys, coupons, Pixel Pass tickets, all sorts of different stuff. But for this video, I'm just going to talk about 3, maybe 4, and that's coins, gems, Pixel Pass tickets, and maybe keys. Now, before I get into the video itself, I just want to say, if you guys want to see more Pixelgun 3D content, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe with notifications on so you guys don't miss a video from me. And also, before I jump in, we need to talk about a very simple yet so important life lesson: supply and demand. Let's say, hypothetically, Sally were to sell seashells down by the seashore. Well, this sell tactic would be very poor because seashells are everywhere and you can see them on the seashore for miles. So anyone, anywhere can just go pick up a seashell, and so Sally selling seashores would make 0 profits because no one would want to pay for them when you can just go grab them. Now, okay, I'll shut up. Ben Shapiro. Okay, shut up. So Sally is gonna go broke because she's trying to sell seashells when there's seashells all over the seashore, and you can see seashells everywhere on the seashore. So people just go pick up seashells for themselves for free instead of buying them from Sally. But let's say there were no seashells on the seashore no more. Well, then all of a sudden Sally has all the seashells, and all of a sudden we have this scenario where seashells go up in value because there's less supply of them. Supply and demand actually works 2 ways. If there's a demand for something, then you're going to want to increase the supply for something. But if there's an increased supply in something, then the demand will decrease along with it. For example, this seashell scenario actually works both ways for Sally and the customers. Let's just say in this case that Sally is the only one who is selling seashells down by the seashore. In fact, you can't get seashells any other way other than buying them from Sally down on the seashore. Well, that means that Sally is able to set the price, and as long as people are buying the seashells at that price, she is going to keep increasing it and increasing it until people stop buying them because they no longer think it's worth it to buy a seashell for that amount. For example, if Sally were to sell seashells, oh my gosh, at $50 a seashell, then so many people are going to want to buy that, and she's going to be making a lot of money at $50 per seashell. Now, let's say she kept raising the price till eventually it got to $10,000 per seashell, but now 0 people want to buy a seashell. So you may think that selling seashells for $10,000 a shell would be very profitable, but if there's no one buying it, then there's no money being made. So now what Sally has to do is figure out what the point is where she can have the most buying customers at the highest price possible, and that will maximize her profits. That is essentially supply and demand, and it is a very valuable life lesson to anyone who's wanting to start their own business anywhere in the world. For example, my area is a very desired area, and lots of people are moving to our area, so now there is a vast demand for literally any product and very little supply to keep up with it, which is causing a vast increase in prices. Now, the reason why I just talked about all of this is because Pixelgun is not following this principle, and before the developers start messaging me saying how I'm wrong, no, I'm not. I have so many people to verify what I'm saying in the ideas submission channel, in my comments, everywhere. I'm not just saying this as hate, I'm saying this because I'm tired of people saying I'm wrong when I'm just not. Okay, that was very high inflated ego. We're first gonna start off by talking about coins. Coins have been the currency that Pixelgun has always run by ever since its existence. 10, almost 11 years ago, kind of. Back in the day, coins were the only way to buy literally anything in the game, so coins were the highest demand thing in Pixel Gun 3D. You needed them to buy accessories, you needed them to buy weapons, you needed them to buy upgrades, whatever it may be, coins were the currency to get. Now, it starts to get a little bit more complicated from here, because coins can actually be achieved in Pixel Gun 3D by simply just playing the game for free, and you can get a pretty large amount of them as well. You can earn about 5 coins per match, which translates to a lot of coins per hour. I'm not doing the math in my head right now. But essentially what that means is that because players can get coins by playing free to play or by buying them, gun prices are going to be somewhat high because there is a huge supply of them. If there were only like 1 coin in Pixel Gun 3D, then that 1 coin would be able to buy so much. But because there's hundreds of millions of coins, it's going to cost a lot of coins to just buy one thing, if that makes any sense. Now, over the time, we've had a lot of currencies added that have allowed players to buy different things, and coins started to kind of lose their value. However, I'll just be honest, guys, I think coins are currently the most stable currency in Pixel Gun 3D, but we'll get into that later. Next up, I want to talk about gems, and gems are a huge problem right now in Pixel Gun 3D. Gems are almost impossible to get free to play. In fact, some of the only ways to get gems free to play are by playing tournaments, sometimes maybe clans, and of course killing about 1,000 players to earn 1 gem in like a death match or something. Now you may say, oh, what about ads? What about tapjoy offers? Well, that's my next point. Gems are almost always tied to some sort of monetary value when it comes to Pixel Gun 3D. You can either buy gems and offers for money, or you can watch ads or complete tapjoy offers, which earn Pixel Gun 3D real money. So whereas coins can be earned completely free to play, or you can buy large quantities of them at one time using money, gems are almost strictly monetary related. Because of that, they become way harder to obtain, and the value of them goes way up because gems are used to buy just about everything in the game. Sure, you can buy weapons for coins in the game right now, but they're gonna be generally way weaker than other weapons. Neutron Pulsator is a pretty good Pixel Gun weapon that used to be available for a high amount of coins, but I believe now it costs gems if you can even get it at all. Gems can buy weapons, they can buy accessories, they can buy anything, upgrades, literally everything gems can buy. Gems can buy anything that coins can buy. However, unlike coins, gems are actually needed in order to buy specific things. Coins can't buy Trader's Van weapons. Gems are needed to buy more things in the game than coins, so there is a way higher demand for them, but a less supply of them to buy things. You would think that this would actually make prices lower, but right now I'm gonna get into why that's not entirely true. First up, let's talk about this Trader's Van here. I have a screenshot of the current Trader's Van in Pixel Gun 3D, and the prices are absolutely ridiculous here. Let's take a look at Fear and Despair, which is a backup weapon. This weapon is not actually too good, whereas a weapon like Sharp Flame and Block Plasma Module, which are cheaper, are way better than Fear and Despair, but for some reason are cheaper and cost less. Where's the logic there? I'm sorry, but people don't want to buy weapons that give them no benefit in the game. They want to buy weapons that give them some kind of benefit or at least look cool. Block Plasma Module and Sharp Flame both are pretty decent weapons that can get really good gameplay, and they should be the highest prices. They should be those 800 gem weapons. But instead, you have weapons like Fear and Despair and Rude Bully, which are mid-tier weapons and are priced the highest. This logic is completely flawed, and even if people are wanting to buy them for collecting, they're still not going to do it. This is what I was talking about earlier, where Sally needs to figure out which point in pricing is going to increase profits the most. She needs to find that point where she can raise the price as much as possible while also keeping as much customers as possible to maximize profits. I'm repeating myself, I know. But Rude Bully is priced super high, so Pixel Gun is expecting lots of profits from that, but no one wants Rude Bully. They want Sharp Flame and Block plasma module. I feel like sometimes Pixelgun thinks that increasing prices is just going to increase profits, period, but no, that's not true when no one wants the weapons. For example, way back in the day when I got my ultimatum in the trader's van, ultimatum was the highest priced weapon at 1,000 gems, and the other weapons were low amount of gems or maybe even coins because they just weren't nearly as good as a weapon like ultimatum. However, what you guys may be noticing in Pixelgun 3D is that this is no longer the case. It seems that weapon prices are completely random and do not correlate to their value in the game at all. However, even after all that, I'm still not done talking about gems because we have a major culprit contributing to the increase in prices, and that is Tapjoy. Right here I have a screenshot of large quantities of gems that you can get on Android on Tapjoy. Some of them are completely free. For example, there is a Word Connect ad where you can win up to 656 gems just by playing the game. Now granted, you might have to play the game for a certain period of time, and there are lots of offers in here where you can earn 40,000 gems, but you have to play the game for even a couple of months to earn those gems. A lot of these are pay offers, however, Android offers a vast quantity of free to play gems to earn, and as you guys can see, you can earn a lot of them. This allows Android players to earn a lot of gems and can actually make buying a mid-tier weapon for 800 gems justifiable, when you can just get them back for free by also earning Pixelgun some money in the process. However guys, let's take a look at iOS's Tapjoy offer. Oh, wait, it doesn't exist. You can't earn gems like this on iOS. Even when Tapjoy is available, there are no free-to-play offers except for like 40 gems. If you want huge quantities in gems, you're going to be spending quite a bit of money to get them. So now there is a huge gap between what iOS players can afford and Android players can afford. I'm a pretty decent sized Pixelgun YouTuber, and I only got about 2,800 gems right now to my name, which means if I wanted to buy some Trader's Van weapons, I couldn't. I could buy 4 of them and then I'm done. Whereas Android players could buy the whole van 400 times over if they wanted. So yeah, don't get me wrong, Tapjoy's cool and all, but not everyone can use it, and not everyone can use it fairly. So what's going on here? What are gems actually worth? Are gems worth anything? No, gems are not. The value of them is so misinterpreted that I don't even know like why they exist anymore. Let's talk about coins really quick. Coins are free to play, and so spending them on something like modules, which is a very, very high desired thing in Pixelgun, makes sense. You need to spend like 10,000 gems to upgrade a module to level 10, but that's completely doable by just grinding the game, and the price is justified because level 10 modules are super, super good and can definitely benefit your gameplay. But where gems value is so ridiculously mismatched, spending 800 gems on a weapon makes no sense at all. And let's not even talk about how hackers have definitely ruined the game's economy. Hackers have been giving out currency to players, giving out weapons to players, which has brought down the value of things so much and has definitely led to a lot of inflated prices. Now, I'm gonna take a minute to talk about inflation with Pixel Pass tickets. I mentioned it at the start of this video. For a while, players were able to send 6,700 Pixel Pass tickets to their friend for 8 cents. That is a ridiculous price oversight there, and I have no idea how this is going to affect the game economy right now, but if nothing is done to solve this problem, it's screwed. There was a huge debate last night in the Weapons and Loadouts Discord channel for Pixelgun 3D, and players were saying, oh my gosh, they need to take away the currency that players paid for because it's going to ruin the game economy if not. And then there were also players saying, well, Pixelgun advertised it at this price, so they would be wrong to take it away when they were the ones charging the price for it. I agree with both sides, and I don't know what to think. Players have hundreds of thousands of Pixel Pass tickets now because, you know, you spend 10 bucks, that's hundreds of thousands of Pixel Pass tickets, and those can be used to buy weapons, they can buy avatars, they can buy Pixel Pass, they can buy literally so much in the game, there are chests right now that you can spend Pixel Pass tickets on to earn weapons, currency, whatever. You can buy gems with Pixel Pass tickets right now. So now that there is such a huge supply of Pixel Pass tickets, they're using them to buy high demand items like coins and gems, which in turn brings down the value of those, which in turn increases the prices of everything else. And oh my gosh, dude, I'm just realizing how bad this is. So don't get me wrong, I'm an opportunist. Is opportunist? What's the word there? I don't even know. I think that players that took advantage of this are smart, for sure, but it leaves players like me that didn't completely in the dust. If players spent hundreds of thousands of tickets to get hundreds of thousands of gems in return, well then it only makes sense for weapons to increase in value at like 10,000 gems per weapon, which means I no longer can buy anything in Pixel Gun 3D. So a simple solution to this would be to just take away the currency that people didn't pay for in Pixel Pass tickets, and only give them the amount that 8 cents is equivalent to. But the problem is, it was advertised as 6,700 tickets for 8 cents. So were they lying and quote-unquote scamming people? As you guys can see, the economy is kind of in a downward spiral right now. They haven't done anything to address or fix this situation yet, and I know the developers are probably going to be mad at me for making this video, but I'm tired of sitting behind a screen and watching this game spiral downward while nothing is being done, even talked about it. I'll be honest, it makes me extremely mad to see that Pixel Gun is not exactly in a good state currency-wise, while they just go off and develop Block City Wars. It's their money, they can do what they want, but this affects me as a YouTuber, money-wise. It affects my personal life, and I'm tired of just doing nothing about it, so yeah. Alright, this is a long video. I have to go edit it now before I have to go to work, so I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to smash the like button again and subscribe for more Pixel Gun content, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.